Today on Life with Angela, I'll be giving a report card for the Trump administration, trying to assess and evaluate how they've handled the pro-life issue in the first year of Trump's second term. Along with that, I'll also be talking about important stories coming from the March for Life, because of course, last Thursday was January 22nd, which is the anniversary of Roe versus Wade, the legalization of abortion. I still remember waiting on June 24th, 2022, when I was waiting for the Supreme Court to make the decision on the Dobbs v. Jackson case. And I feel like a lot of Americans, I was talking to so many people that day in the morning. We're all texting each other like, have you seen anything? Have you seen anything? We're all just refreshing our browsers. And I was in the middle of folding my laundry, and I refreshed and saw that the Dobbs decision had been made and that abortion was no longer going to be legal on a federal level. And I fell into the laundry I was folding, and I just wept tears, joyful tears, because I could not believe we are finally in a post-Roe world. I mean, it's just unfathomable. And the reality is that it was not just unfathomable to me, but unfortunately, the pro-life movement was not prepared. It was simply not prepared for a post-Roe world. And I say that it's funny because I worked for an organization that used the tagline, this is the pro-life generation, this is the post-Roe generation, was something that we said a lot as well. And we weren't ready for it. Here we are 4 years later almost, and abortions have skyrocketed. We weren't prepared for the completely unregulated access to abortion drugs that we are now seeing. I mean, just so many things have changed. And so while some political strategists fall back on this, well, it's back to the states now, as if that's just this wonderful thing. The reality is abortion should have been made illegal federally. It shouldn't be allowed state by state. It's a battle. It's the landscape for this battle is just not something that we were prepared for. We've lost some ground in plenty of states. I'm thinking even in my own home state of Minnesota, we were very pro-abortion. You could have obtained abortion through 9 months of pregnancy even before the Dobbs decision, especially in states where they're making constitutional amendments to protect abortion, quote unquote, rights, asserting that it is a fundamental human right. This is happening all over the country. The battle is still raging. And the other disappointing part is that the pro-abortion movement has the media. They have the politicians. They are able to outmaneuver, out-campaign, and out-fund pretty much anything that we can in the pro-life movement. Abortion being this decision that goes back to the state sounds good until you see that the reality, right? That abortion rates have increased. We're dubbing IVF as the panacea of addressing the fertility crisis in America, all of these things. And this is stuff that is being done by the Trump administration, even Vice President J.D. Vance. So the lack of coordination has been astonishingly bad from feminist pro-life organizations that have demanded a seat at the table and pro-life feminist leaders in otherwise maybe Christian organizations. They've made room for these pro-life feminist groups or even LGBT groups. I mean, it's all this stuff. And it's not to say that we can't have everyone at the table, but not everyone has equal weight. Yes, we want allies in the anti-abortion movement, but when you have people in your movement who believe things that completely undercut the most fundamental aspects about human nature, we have a problem when that becomes a part of their fundamental platform within their organizations and they're trying to spread that type of mindset. It's like a mind virus that is going through the pro-life movement.